Hi everyone, my name is Logan Dobratz and I graduated from Lakeville North in 2015 and I was a part of Messiah's youth group all throughout, oh man, where did I even start? Basically birth, so when I was 3 years old until I was confirmed at Messiah and I had my first communion at Messiah and then I graduated from the youth. So I am here today to share with you some words of wisdom from the book of James. So if you have a Bible near you or on your phone, whatever works for you, turn to the book of James. The book of James is in the New Testament, and this book is a letter from James, and it's all about God's grace. And in the NIV version, I actually got this when part of my confirmation. This Bible is a study Bible. So if any of you have a study Bible, they are great. I highly recommend them. But God's grace in James. And so it talks about how although James is a plea for practical Christian living, the grace of God forms the background to this letter. This book is similar to the wisdom literature of the Old Testament, such as Proverbs. Proverbs is in the Old Testament, and it is also just a book of love and grace. And so I found that I just finished reading this book, and I found a lot of words of wisdom from the Lord through these times of trials and challenges. So I would love to share with you some 2 or 3 verses from James 1, and then being able to talk about it. I know that we can't have a conversation right now, but I just want to let you know that I'm here in Minnesota and in Lakeville currently, and if you ever want to get into contact with me or talk, or we can FaceTime or Zoom or whatever, Andy has my information. I would love to help you with anything that you're going through, because trust me, I have gone through a lot of things as well. So we can do it together and we can talk through it, and I'm always here to talk if you would like. So just know that as well. So please turn to James chapter 1, verses 2 through 3. So it says, "Trials and temptations. Consider it pure joy, my brothers, whether you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance." Oh, let's go on to verse 4, continuing. "Perseverance must finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." So let's look at verse 2. Right now, I think that this is a very relevant verse to the time of COVID right now, and trying to figure out what your purpose is during this time, and what are your next steps if you're graduating high school, what's college going to be like if you're just getting into high school, what are some expectations you have for yourself, and how to stay grounded and continue to have a relationship with the Lord. So consider it pure joy, my brothers, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance. So I'm here to just encourage you that we all face trials and challenges, and through challenges there comes a growth and self-improvement, and sometimes you might not see the light at the end of the tunnel, as cliche as that sounds, but God knows. It's always in God's plan, and knowing that this is know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance. So perseverance is being able to keep digging and keep diving into your passions, even when it's hard, even when you feel like you're not worthy, if you feel like you are trying to give up. I would like to share a story with you, actually, a personal story that I always go back to this chapter in this verse particularly. I went to Marquette to play lacrosse, and I had faced a lot of trials in high school, but when I got to college, there were even more. And so I tore my ACL senior year of high school, and then I tore it again, my other one, in my senior year of college. And I was just like, Lord, like, what is going on? Like, why me, right? You have sometimes when you go through challenges, you question, why me? But this verse really spoke to me and having conversations with the Lord, and just knowing and feeling instilled by His grace and His love that He will pull you through any trial and tribulation that you have. If you're suffering through something right now, I highly encourage you to read this verse over your life every single day. When you wake up, or when you're brushing your teeth, or having it written on the mirror, I really think that it will help you find the light in those trials, because through perseverance and loving the Lord and just trusting that the Lord has got your back through it all, He will shine through, and you will be able to get over your challenge. The light at my end of my tunnel, I had, through 2 surgeries, I still had the opportunity to continue with my passion of playing lacrosse, but also just finding how the Lord has equipped my body to be able to play and succeed in the passions that I have in lacrosse or in any other part of life. So being an athlete is a blessing, and I'm so thankful that the Lord healed me. But it might not be an injury that you have gone through or currently going through. But I want you to all feel encouraged by this verse, that when you face trials, the Lord has got you. He has a plan for you, and that everything happens in His time. So it might not feel that anything's happening right now in your life that is, you're seeing the light. However, the Lord has got you, and He is a light, and He will shine through you, and if you, with your perseverance, with your relationship with Him. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, James 1:2-4. And I highly recommend trying to commit this verse to memory, or reading it over your life every day, because it is very life-giving, and it will help you through those certain trials that you might be facing. So again, if you ever want to reach out to me, or if you have questions about anything, if you're going through something hard in high school, or you're going a transition, this is a big transition part of our lives right now. If it's going from middle school to high school, or going from high school to college, or just living different seasons throughout high school and college. Trust me, I've been there. So if you ever need someone to talk to, please reach out to Andy, and I would be happy to give him, he has all my contact information. So please, 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 if you would like to connect, I'm always here. So have a blessed night, and I hopefully will see you guys soon.